what's up everybody? Mr. B here coming at you with a kick drills workout. So on top of just like doing your kicks 100 billion times, okay, like there are other ways that you can be working and a few exercises that you can be incorporating into your training in an effort to help you get those kicks a little bit stronger, a little bit higher, and just looking a little bit sharper. So I always like to start off with a really, not a super good warm-up, but a good one. So from right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with some side lunges here, and I'm just working enough to start tapping my elbows to my knee. All right, I'm not looking for anything like super deep right here. Really what I'm just trying to do is get these hamstrings warmed up and activated. So here, just side to side, nice and easy, warming up just a little bit. It's good. And you don't need to do a whole bunch. I like to do about 15 on each side, so about 30 total. Good, good, good. Nice. 3 and 2 and 1. Then from right here are very obvious, just normal squats. Okay, again, we're just trying to get those hamstrings, lower back activated. Okay, and when you're doing your squats, all right, I come from a very old style of training where your squat wants to go ahead and be nice and flat. As we're learning a little bit more and more, obviously the more range of motion you can get out of your squat, the better off you're gonna be. So getting that butt past parallel is really gonna help you with your range of motion. I have personally struggled with this new adaptation, but I'm working it into my own training because we have to adapt, we have to grow. And again, a good solid number, anywhere from 20 to 30. If you're feeling really strong, 40 is good. Right now we're just getting warmed up, okay? Nice and easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Then we're just gonna go ahead and move into our split squat. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that lunge position. I'm just gonna tap here, good. And again, about 15 on each side. Just tap it. Make sure you're fully extended here. A lot of people, when they do their split squat, because everybody hates this move, all right? They like to either short on the drop and not go all the way down, or they short on the top and don't fully extend. So make sure you're really working those full ranges of motions on the top and the bottom. So let's go ahead and switch here. So again, just nice, just tap all the way up. I like to fully extend right here, okay, just to make sure that I'm really capitalizing on that range of motion. Again, our range of motion, our mobility in our kicking routines is essential, all right? So we're looking to not cheat ourselves here and to really focus on making sure those big muscle groups are activated and that we are totally working as hard as we possibly can. All right, so from here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now from right here, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and spread those legs a little bit. We're gonna move into a small stretching routine. Nothing too crazy, but this is something that as a competitor, this small complex right here was a really easy way for me to get warmed up after I had spent all day in a referee's chair judging, and then all of a sudden I had 5 minutes maybe to get warmed up for competition. And so I like this nice deep horse stance stretch right here just to start activating. Good. Then from here I'll go ahead and lean over into our nice abductor stretch right here. Keep those toes pointed forward. Now you don't need to hold these for very long, maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds at max, okay? Other side, just enough for a couple of deep breaths here. Then, what I wanna do from here, so that I'm working these abductor muscles a little bit more, is I'm gonna take those hands away And I'm just gonna work this range of motion by moving side to side right here, okay? Really making sure that I focus on the interior of my legs, okay? Back and forth, make sure that side is pulling. And again, you don't wanna let it go up and then down. You're really focusing on pulling through, okay? Nice and easy. Here, here, and here. Very, very good. And just one more. Hold for just a split second. Then come back to the middle. Good. It's okay to kind of shake through here. I really like a lot of movement in this position because it keeps my hips from cramping. All right, so I'll shake a little bit and just kind of get it going. All right, so after we've got nice easy warm up, from here, I'm gonna do my chamber drill. So in my chamber drill, I'm just hitting a guard stance, right guard stance, left guard stance. It doesn't matter how you start. I'm starting in my right. Now, when I'm working my chamber, I'm gonna try and take my front knee to my back elbow. Boom, just like so, okay? And I just wanna tap, and I just wanna get that knee up past the hip, okay? Right here into position. Now, I'm not really worried about how flat my leg is getting at this point. Right now, okay, I'm just activating, okay, working those oblique abdominals, and then also keeping my hands engaged. A lot of times when we pull our front knee back, okay, we want to disengage, all right? Here, because I'm pushing forward, I want to stay engaged in the fight. So I'm really working this guard. And again, 15 to 20 on each side is going to be perfectly fine for what we're doing right here today. So again, on this side, I'm just tapping, tapping, front knee to back elbow. Good, good, good. Keep working, push through, boom, boom, and boom. All right, so chamber drill. From here, we're gonna work our abductors, okay? These are absolutely essential muscles, okay? We call these fire hydrants, all right? You can also call it a fold drill. But basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold that leg back here, okay? And we're just gonna lift, all right? Nice and easy. You'll see me working that balance, all right? Keep it engaged, keeping that guard into the fight. All right, so about 10 to 15 here. And you'll notice that my fold, all right, here is different from my chamber where my knee changes position. 5 more here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And the balance is gonna be very good for us here. Boom. If you're feeling like you don't have the balance, okay, it is totally okay to just tap that foot. As you get better, oh, I'm finding myself falling down, all right? So just go ahead and take that foot away, all right? But again, if you're feeling like you just need to find that balance, all right, we just lift. Boom, boom, boom. Focusing on that guard. Good, good, good. Whoop. Make sure those balls, okay, are few and far between, and it's gonna happen. Don't beat yourself up if you're bobbling around. All right, so we've got our chamber drill. We've got our fold drill. From here, now we're gonna go ahead and focus on just our nice high knees. So what I want here is you're basically just gonna cut your front snap kick in half. Boom. You're just working, pulling that knee up as high as you can, but also working this hip rotation. All right? Closed position, open position. Full turns here. Okay, so you'll see how my body opens up, creates the lane for the kick. Boom. Now, the other thing that you want to focus on is getting your hips into position. A lot of people, when they do their front kicks, they leave their hips back here. You want to push your hips into position here, kind of like a Thai fight. All right, you see those big Thai knees where they're pushing that knee? That's gonna help you increase your power. Now you don't have to do a full pendulum like that. You just want those hips to go from here to here. Boom. Into position, right? 10 to 15 on each side. Into position, into position. Boom. Now you notice I just got a nice, tight, high knee up past my belt. All right, for those of you that are only going here, get those hips moving. All right, hips engaged. You're gonna notice an increase in power because of that extra little bit of your movement there. Don't be afraid to push those hips. All right, so here we go. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very, very good. So we've got our short, we've got our nice compact motions with our knees. All right, so now let's go ahead and start getting into what we really came here for, is where I like to go with my kick drill. So when I practice my roundhouses, I always like to practice a low high. So I'm always looking for the control of the low high. So tap, tap, just nice and easy. 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, and when you're working here, so say you're new, okay, say maybe you're a little bit older, all right, and you can only go tap, tap, that's fine, all right? Don't think that your low high has to be groin head every single time. Work with what you got. The mobility will come, all right, but you gotta put in the work, all right? So again, tap, tap, all right? So other side here, just groin, head if you can find it, groin, head if you can find it. 10 to 15 on each leg. Don't go crazy, all right? You got a whole another workout ahead of you, probably either before or after this. So get your kicks in, and then start getting ready to work. Now, the way that I like to work my side kick, all right? My side kick, I always almost like to work from a defensive position, all right? Just because it helps me with my chamber. So just like we were doing that chamber drill here, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and extend that, but with a 2 count. So I'm gonna do my tap and then my kick. All right, so I want 1, 2. I wanna tap that elbow here to make sure that that chamber is there. Now, if you're getting really good, tap, kick, tap again. And even as that leg drops after you pull back, okay, you're still making it a little bit stronger by encouraging that second tap. So tap, kick, tap again, all right? You're gonna thank me for being able to keep that side kick in position to keep your fighters honest. So again, from here, tap, oh, tap, kick, tap again. As you find yourself falling over, this is just a place for you to really start working. Tap, kick, tap again, tap, kick, tap again. Always working that chamber. 1, 2, and 3. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. Now, back kicks, all right? Back kicks when you're working, I always like to just do a couple of taps right here just to get my glutes activated. 10 to 15 on each side. Boom. Here we go, and then switch. Just tap it out. Okay, nothing super aggressive here. Okay, focusing on that balance. Nice. Good. So, if you've warmed up there, okay, start focusing on rolling over the shoulder here. Now, you'll notice I'm not moving my feet, okay? My feet are staying nice and planted. I'll find and drive. Find and drive. And drive. And drive. Good. Push. Always working that guard. My hands around. Okay? And you'll notice I'm not picking up anymore. What I want to do with my back kick is I want my back kick to move into position with the natural movement of my hips. So I'm here, okay? I'm pushing, I'm trying to keep my shoulders, so you'll notice that I'm moving here. I'm trying to minimize that as much as humanly possible. All right, keeping my back engaged. Now your back kick doesn't need to be super high. A back kick right in this area right here is gonna put plenty of people on the floor. But you'll find that as long as you're not picking up too much, it's gonna slide right underneath the guard. All right, guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first. Asa.